just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fire in it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Portal like whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, start the vault until the cheese is done. Fools are paying me like I don't even go to beaches, rather be here on a feed or something. Best believe it's decent, wavy when I see secret chillin' in the deep end. Every weekend, see me, you can depend on it, cause I mean it. Coming up, you can even find a way to flood it up. You done enough, 10% stimulate and run it up. Point system looking like a fine weather, won't miss a solid contribution, could've pointed out enough. I met up with Matt, had a really good chat. He's telling me bet up your army does laps, that orbit does this meteor's headed when no one's expecting it, we watching it happen, ayy. In a pool of Meteora, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fire in it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Portal like whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in the pizza, they get views, a little bacon, start the vault till the cheese is done. Fools paying me like I don't even go to beaches, rather be here on a cheese song.
GMAT, everybody! Hello, everyone. As you can see, the setup is a bit different if you didn't join us last week. But we're going to continue on with the very cozy kind of town hall setting. But you are joined here today with me and Soju. And we're just going to have a nice conversation about some of the cool things that has happened this week. We're going to go through a bit of a quick agenda. I know during the announcement, I said we're going to open the floor for questions. I hope you guys have brought like your toughest questions. Let's just have a conversation. But before that, we will start with a quick agenda. Just cover some things that have happened across the week. In fact, let's just go through some things that have happened today, actually. And before that, let me just it's going to be a bit hard for me to just quickly manage the chat and at the same time go through the call. Everybody's saying GMAT in the chat right now.
GMAT everyone. Last week we did a very casual session where me and Miir just sat here and talked for an hour on the Discord town hall. This week we're going to do something in the middle of what our community call and our town hall is. So we are welcoming questions anytime as we go.
Yep.
But we're going to present a bit more, just like sitting here talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like the normal community call agenda. But we hope that this format makes everyone feel more open to
Correct.
asking us questions, which is what we ultimately want. It's the chat.
Absolutely. So again, if you have any questions at all or any feedback, any suggestions you have, just drop them in the chat. Or if you just want to say GMAT in the chat, please go ahead. We've got Poseidon in the chat. Poseidon, everybody please say congratulations to our newly minted Meteora Discord moderator, Poseidon. He's been doing a great job, and he's been actively answering questions, and he's been super active in the general chat as well. So big shout out to Poseidon. And, we've got a couple of people. We've got Mikas in the chat as well. We've got Predator in the chat. Hello, sir.
Poseidon is saying GNet because it's nighttime in Asia where we and Poseidon are.
A very good night to you later on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's 10:30 p.m. and Miir has very little hours of sleep.
We've been shipping at the same time. We've also been going through some of the things that are related to TGE, for example, the contributor forms. I am currently running on about 3 hours of sleep. So if I'm not really looking as like I normally do, if I'm a bit tired, just ping me in.
He's doing great. Yeah. So thanks to Miir's. So let's talk about what happened this week, right? So if you guys didn't see my tweet, it was quite a funny tweet. Me and Miir actually went through all of the finalized allocations for everybody who got approved. And we discussed over certain people who were more discussion topics on whether they should that the number they got. And then the team has reached an internal agreement, and we basically finished marking, basically. You guys will see the results of the airdrop tracker though, not anytime soon.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we are still in the process of kind of finalizing the complete list of people who will be allocated certain different allocations, whatever it's called. See, the 3 hours of sleep, ladies and gentlemen, do not sleep just 3 hours. You will get a bit of slurred speech. But again, things are still in motion. We are still working. We are still shipping. And speaking of shipping, I don't know if you guys have seen my tweet, but we are in the early stages. We've just shipped Zap Out on edge.meteora.ag. So just a quick kind of context on what that is. I know a lot of people, a lot of our power LPs especially, they have been kind of expressing their kind of grievances and a lot of problems about the fact that, when you close your LP positions, closing it is one thing. And then you have to go through that extra step of swapping through whatever tokens it is to maybe like the quote token. And, sometimes having that two steps, it does take a bit of time and you might still get impacted by the market. But Zap Out, basically what that does is when the minute you close your transactions, you will swap out into whatever tokens you like as well. So really, really cool. Hold on, I just got interrupted. Window Blade, I did not say that. I did not say that at all. That's absolutely fake news. But you will get more information on that down the line. Liquid Nova says GMAT as well.
And just a quick note is that Zap Out for us isn't like you us putting your bundling your trades together so you can swap in the same transaction. It's a fully native instruction endpoint. It's a program update. So it's going to be much smoother than what other people use. But we're gonna improve the UX and make it more suitable for and make it more like friendly, user friendly. But behind the scenes, it works like a dream. So try it out. Let us know.
It works perfectly. Some of our LPs have already given us some feedback. Just try it out on itch, and we are now getting into some of the questions early on. Should we start with the questions yet, or should we cover like?
Let's try to cover what we have first. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll cover a bit of the updates of the week. But again, if you have any questions, we will revisit them. Let me just start this question.
Is there a start button?
Okay. So.
But yeah,
and we will touch on that later on.
Yeah. So what else did we do this week? On other product news, we are looking for new features to ship on the program team. So one idea that has came out internally that the community people have asked for is quote-only fees for DRMM.
On the DLMM, by the way, not on Dynamic AMM v2.
Yeah.
Quote-only fees are already on Dynamic AMM v2. But think about that. Like one side only, right? On one side only.
So it's just like how DMM v2, you earn fees all in. So we are thinking about whether that should be the next feature we ship for DRMM.
Absolutely, absolutely. And give us your thoughts in the chat as well. Like, what are some features that will be very, very helpful to you as an LP? Drop them in the chat, and we'll see if we can sort that out for you.
Yeah. How can we make DRMM better for you? Another one that's come out a lot is people asking you to do take profit, stop losses on DRMM. We are researching actively right now.
We are absolutely. I know that is one of the fairly more requested features, but technically it would be quite a bit to work on, especially on the program side. So we are researching that, and we'll give you more updates if we get any leads.
Yeah, so those are the two things that we're researching in. Someone asked whether Zap Out has a fee. There is a swap fee, but it's a swap fee of the underlying pools that you swap out of.
Yeah.
We are exploring two implementations of Zap Out now, which is when you Zap Out, you swap against the pool that you're withdrawing from, or you swap against Jupyter router. I'm actually not super sure which one is shipped to production, but as you can tell, whenever you swap, you have to pay the LP fee of the pool. And I personally want to make sure that we tap the more liquidity in just the pool that you withdraw from. So we're still testing and configuring that out, but give it a go at Edge and let us know.
Correct. So the options you have now, so there's the auto option. There's either the option for you to swap directly via Jupyter, or you can swap directly via the pool itself. Or there is an auto function. What that means is, depending on whether whichever gives you a better rate on Jupyter or via the pool directly, you will be able to make the swap directly as you close your position. So try it out on edge.meteora.ag, and if you find anything, if you have any more suggestions, have any feedback for us, just let us know.
Yeah, Chief has a good suggestion, which is one-way beans. Unfortunately, one-way beans is something that we talked about, but it requires too much of a major program rewrite. So it's something that comes later. But an idea that we do have is to put a vault on top of the bean, and the vault can have its own rules, which makes it easier to manage.
Ooh,
And you might see how that might play into future features.
Yeah. We are thinking about something of that sort, but these are still kind of things in the ideation process, and we'll see if we can get that shipped out sometime soon.
Yeah. So someone asked how you about to solve the problem of copy trading. Well, Zap out is one way for us to help those who are doing who are struggling with copy trading to quickly exit their positions before the copy traders can, I don't know, adjust their positions before they do.
Correct.
Before they sell. Yeah, maybe you can.
I guess I'll give a bit more context since some of the power LPs have been speaking about this issue. I know this has been a fairly polarizing issue. Some people say hey, it's a free market, people are free to do whatever they want, and then some people are also saying that there's a fairly negative effect when certain wallets are being copied, and our stance as a team, what we're doing is we're just going to ship features that will help you kind of just the thing about copy trading is that there is a certain kind of follow-up effect when you close a position, you're not able to swap on time. Certain copy trading features allow the bots to kind of withdraw and swap before you, meaning before the wallets that are being copied, and that will result in a lot of compounding effects on the price chart, and it will negatively affect the folks who are being copied. What we are doing is pretty much just shipping the features like Zap Out that will pretty much allow the users, regardless of whether they're being copied or not, to be able to close their positions and at the same time swap. So, just to answer the question, how we're solving the problem is through features that are natively supported in the app. So things like Zap Out will be kind of helpful for this kind of situation. And if I'm not wrong, another question by Hazard King also says Zap Out for claiming fees. I think there was a question on the Discord server, and Elise has shout out to Elise, by the way, who has been doing an amazing job collecting feedback and pretty much helping to improve the product. But I think Zap Out also works for claiming fees. So again, just try it out. Anything that is not possible, anything that you think is missing from the feature, just let us know and give us your feedback.
Yeah, so another thing that people are suggesting is auto compounding feature for fees. Well,
what do you think?
Vault?
Just one word.
Vault.
just
we'll see. We'll see what comes out of our research right now.
Absolutely. And also, I just want to take a quick minute to also say hello to some of the folks who are also on the studio today. We've got Mario in the chat. Everybody drop a quick GMET to Mario, to Otto, and also to Alex, who is probably not going to say anything again.
GMET, everyone. Come on, I'd like to say something.
Come on, man.
GMET, everybody.
Hi, Otto. How are you doing?
Really good.
Have you guys tried out the Zap Out feature yet?
I have not.
Right, perfectly fine. But these are ways that hopefully.
Love it, though.
Absolutely, we'll continue. It's still in the fairly early stage. It is going to be on itch for quite a while. We're going to be collecting a bit of feedback, but hopefully with your feedback, we'll continue to improve the feature, and then we can hopefully ship it on the main production UI.
Yeah, so on that note, I would like to announce something. We are live with our first LP Army bounty. So you guys are having alpha. I just pressed the tweet button. So the first LP Army bounty is now live for Huma tokens, for the Huma token.
Correct.
Any DRMM pool with Huma USDC or Huma SOL will now earn points. They will let you earn MAP in Season 2 and also earn a share of USDC. So what do you think, Meir?
We've had this conversation last week as well, in case you missed the last week's town hall. But just to provide a bit of context into what the heck LP Army bounties are, we are very much in this very pivotal point of turning LPing, possibly turning LPing. We actually have a very great shot at turning LPing into a complete, fully fledged industry. And one of the few steps and one of the few experiments that we're going to work towards is LP Army bounties. And what that is pretty much like, correct me if I'm wrong, Soju, but it's more like we're kind of matching LPs and like projects, and at the same time, being able to, I think that there's a lot of merit and there's a lot of benefit in projects having a lot of deep liquidity supporting them, and that comes from the LP Army. And some of these projects, they're also willing to provide an additional incentive just to keep, just to allow LPs to provide liquidity for these pools. So the first project and the first team that we're going to work with is indeed Humor Finance. Shout out to Urban and the team, and we're gonna. So there's going to be additional incentives, correct?
Yeah. So sorry, I was just posting an announcement.
Absolutely.
But like basically, what Meir was trying to say is that like LP market making today is an industry, which means that people pay market makers money on top of the fees that you earn. So in the long run, we envision our point system to become a way for market makers, for teams who need liquidity to pay you, the LP Army, for your effort to provide liquidity, in addition to the fees you make. So what we're doing today is that we're starting this process with the LP Army bounties. These are bounties that are live across any pool with Huma Sol or Huma USDC, which means you can choose what strategies you want to run, what bean step, what fee, what distribution of TVL. All you have to do is earn fees that you're always used to, and you earn a share of the bounty at the end of the 1 month.
Correct. Basically, additional incentives that will kind of, and it's going to be great for both sides, right? Because the teams get additional deep liquidity for their token, for their pools, whatever it is. And for the LPs, you get additional incentives for providing deep liquidity. So it's a win-win situation for both sides.
Yeah. And you can farm USDC and the next MET airdrop at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Panda Fam says, Humor the first ones? Absolutely. They are. The announcement has just gone live. So he literally pressed the post button as we're speaking. So go and check it out. He shot a great video as well. Shout out to the folks at Goldfish. Amazing stuff from them as well. So check that out. And hopefully we see. We'll continue to kind of evaluate and monitor the experiments as we go along, and we'll probably add or remove a couple of things like to kind of help us in this journey towards LPing as an industry. I think we also mentioned in the previous call that this experiment, it will be fairly permissioned. That means we will be working slightly closely with the teams that are willing to provide an additional incentive. But eventually, what we want to move towards is kind of a permissionless operation, a permissionless system where teams can just offer incentives, right? And LPs can just take up the incentive, and it will just be like a self-operating mechanism, these bounties. So very exciting stuff to come. And this will be kind of like stage one of bringing LPing towards becoming a legit industry.
Yeah, two things. One thing, bringing the money that flows around the multimeter industry to you, the LP industry. And two, one thing that I sort of want to do the LP Army bounty that I just want to share with the community is I want to bring all these assets home to Meteora with LP Army bounties. I want to bring tokens that are trading on other platforms or on other chains to live natively on Solana over time. Whether we'll actually pull it off, we will see, but we'll get there.
I think we have a great shot at it. We have a great shot at it, and we'll continue to work on it, and we'll give more of these opportunities for you guys as well. So just try them out and see if it's a good match for you. You can provide liquidity. The first of which being for Humor Finance. And Poseidon has a question saying, is the bounty distributed based on the percentage of fees collected by the user?
So it's just like points. Think of it as a very short-term run points program where over the next 1 month, your points will be prorated against the bounty. So for example, if you earn 1,000 points in the next 1 month, and the total pool was 100,000 points, you will get 1% of the 25K bounty.
Absolutely. LPing as an industry, exactly mentioned by Molu.
So that's our product section. We have LP Army bounty now out. We have Zap Out live on Edge.
Hold on. We actually have another question. There was another question that I wanted to answer. D.Soul asks, when will you guys address the expensive non-refundable bin costs? Look, I know that it has been a blocker for a lot of LPs. The pool creation cost as well as the bin array cost. And in case you missed it, I was actually supposed to ship a video on this, but I completely forgot. But we will ship it later on. But the bin masters experiment is currently happening. It's taking place on the LP Army Discord server. So what that means is, this is going to be kind of, again, just like the LP Army bounties, we're running a lot of experiments to help improve the LP experience for you. And the bin master experiment is pretty much just a dedicated squad of LPs, expert LPs, and these are a lot of the familiar faces you've seen, right? People like Mythical Potato, people like A1, people like Mario and Alex, and so on. These are people who are very much familiar with creating optimal pools whenever an LP opportunity arises, right? And what we're doing right now is the team is pretty much what we're starting with this experiment is the team is just going to be providing some small amounts of funding to some of these power users. And what you can do is just tag the bin master role on the LP Army server. If you want them to, help to create a pool or help to create a position, with like some of the bin arrays that haven't been opened yet, that haven't been created yet, sorry. And, this will be the first of many experiments to help you guys kind of cover some of the costs involved with LPing. And, this will kind of, hopefully we'll be able to gather enough data and potentially find a way to automate this process and see, how we can even more so improve the LPing experience for you guys. So hopefully that answers your question. If you need more information, go into the LP Army Discord server, just tag the bin masters and they'll answer the questions for you.
Yeah, I also want to take a step back and say that like the DRM program is a very complex program and there's a lot of state or like space is needed on chain to run, which is what leads to the high bin cost. The way to address this problem, the only realistic way is to launch DRM v2, which is a complete rewrite with all our learnings to maintain its power, but also reducing the amount of computation and space it requires on chain. So all our efforts to make the bin cost cheaper for users will be via like what Meir says, subsidizing one way or another, via the bin master program, which people can access now, or via in future tools that certain people can access because of their high max stake or their standing in the community via the bin master role. And then that will allow you to create pools fully with just a keeper that will burn the money to create pools and collect the fees on the protocol to pay back.
Absolutely.
So that's like the bin master is today's solution. The automation is tomorrow's solution.
Yep.
And DRM v2 is the future. Yeah.
Perfectly said. And as Lemuel has mentioned, LP Humor on Meteora, you get additional rewards. So lend this USDC rewards on Humor. I guess he's saying like you can lend USDC or you can provide USDC liquidity and get additional rewards as well.
One thing I want to say is that a lot of us, if you are a Jupe Staker or if you are part of the Humor thing early on, you actually have Humor being unlocked this weekend from the Alpha Vault.
Oh, is it?
Take the Humor that you have from the Alpha Vault, use DRM with it, learn how to use DRM, experiment, and then earn map points and earn USDC rewards, and like it sort of completes the ecosystem.
It's a win-win.
It's one of the reasons why I'm very excited about Humor. So do consider if you have some Humor in the Alpha Vault coming out this weekend.
And also one more thing is, Mikas has also mentioned kind of like the EURC and USDC incentives. One slight difference is that the EURC, when the incentives for EURC USDC pools were happening, that is pool specific. So if you had LP'd into the pool, you will be able to get the additional incentives. But I think the difference here is, like with the LP Army bounties, is that this is very CA based. So regardless of which pool you're entering, as long as it's a Humor pool, you will be eligible for the additional incentives.
Yeah, so it's one level above the old incentives. Remember the old incentive model means the team or someone else will choose the pool that you have to use. So you have to commit yourself to the settings that we choose. The LP Army bounty allows you to choose whatever pool you want, as long as it's Humor and it's paired with USDC also. We might even expect it to be any pool with Humor, but that's a future problem. Yeah.
Correct. As Molu has mentioned, LP is also a great way to enter and exit positions. So, if you have a bit of USDC, if you have a bit of Humor, especially any Humor that's unlocked, LP, it's a much better way to kind of enter or exit positions. So well said by Molu. Do we have any information on when, like how long the
It's 1 month. LP bounty, right?
the LP Army bounty?
The first bounty will last for 1 month.
Yep. So there's a question from Emil Bochnik. So he's in the Humor Soul pools. Where are my rewards? It will be evaluated after 1 month, and then the incentives will then go to all of the people, all of the wallets that have entered the pools.
Yeah.
PandaFam says, "Oh, you can choose the pool you prefer." Exactly. So it doesn't have to be a specific pool. It's just across the entire CA. Same thing that Mikis has mentioned. It's much better. EURC with 1 bibs and no dynamic positions was fairly painful. Yeah, the pre-dynamic positions era actually did not exist. It was just a blip in time. Now everyone has dynamic positions, so it's a good time for everybody. Fairy Cat says, "Sweet, absolutely." 1 month for 25K or weekly?
1 month for 25K USDC.
Absolutely. So it'll be 25K across the month's period.
Maybe do you consider make the bounty period shorter at 1 week or so? That's a good suggestion.
Potentially.
Yeah, I think right now we are doing it manually. So I will manually calculate your points after this 1 month, and I would love to do it automatically, run it like faster, quicker, more pools, more opportunities very soon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Just going through a couple of more comments.
Let's move on. We have a lot to talk about.
If not, there is a fairly packed agenda. So we are going to move on to the next section.
Yeah. So a lot of people are asking questions about the points tracker. So as of 27 minutes ago, the team has closed all appeals for the points. So right now, you will see a blue tooltip at the top saying that all appeals have been closed, but what you see is not final. Me and Meir will hopefully have a few hours of sleep, and then we will work on, I don't know why I'm checking this, because there's no time. Me and Meir will go and have some rest, and then we'll work on making sure that every appeal is read, every pool is checked, and every user's concern is addressed. What I will do is I will use RockChat's data to identify clusters, and if a majority of a cluster appealed, I will also run the whole cluster. So if some people didn't submit their appeals, they should most likely be fine once I'm done with the cluster verification from RockChat.
Correct. So this is a part of our efforts in, as much as we are also working with third-party verification, from folks like RockChat, from folks like Bubble Maps, but at the same time, we also want to make sure that we don't hurt all of our retail users, our genuine retail users. So we will be going through all of the appeals. We will be doing some sort of like pattern recognition, just to identify certain clusters. If it looks reasonable, where the entire cluster is, like a genuine retail like group of wallets, then we will be able to, just accept the appeal.
Yeah,
the entire cluster.
This is a trick graphic. If like some guy here sent my money to 4 people and 3 out of them appealed, we'll just give the appeal to the 4th one as well, because we identified that this is likely a malicious address poisoning thing, where some guy just tried to spread to as many people as possible, and that should be able to catch most retail users and like help them get out of it.
Yep.
I think the one quick promise I want to make everybody is next week, the 28th of August, the points that you see will be absolutely final, and there'll be no more changes because we need to move on.
You heard it here.
And if anyone has appeal that's submitted and are worried about, don't worry. Come back next week on around the same time as now, and I promise you will see the final state, and you'll be okay.
We will hopefully get it done by then.
We will get it done by then.
We will get it done by then.
I will commit. I'll get it done by then.
Fair enough. We will work towards it. So yeah, good stuff. Lots of updates on the
So that's on points.
Correct.
So best point season 1. So let's take this chance to talk about point season 2. I think a lot of people are asking questions. So when we first released a points tracker for S1, it caught a lot of people off guard with a lot of the things we added in. The idea of 1,000 points for $1 fee may seem simple, but there's a lot of complexity behind the scene to make sure that the airdrop still goes as intended. For example, we actually removed more than 90% of points in 2025 because in 2025, there's a lot of very big systems where people were farming points by creating their own token, then creating a pool with their own address, and then pumping the price of the pool. A lot of shit was going on. So we applied a lot of heuristics and restrictions into it.
Yep.
So I'm starting season 2. I'm jumping it down a little bit by starting to talk about what season 2 might look like. And this is because I want to manage expectations of the community. So number 1, the pricing that we use, the closing day pricing we use for AM will likely be ineffective in the next season. This is because now everybody knows that this is a metric.
Yep.
And they will game it. This applies to literally every criteria and metric that we have, like the way we blacklist the pools or the way we blacklist the wallets, which means that we'll probably have to do a lot of work trying to figure out how to remove the pools again.
Correct.
And we do this because we wanted to tell you guys why we remove your points in season 1. And by committing to this, we have started this merry-go-round game with malicious people that every time I do the points, I will commit to telling you guys what I did, which means that other people will know exactly what I did and bypass me. So wish me luck.
Absolutely. In the name of transparency, we need to tell you guys what are the different methodologies in which we kind of record the pricing data. But at the same time, that will trigger pretty much a cat and mouse game. If we tell you we're using daily close, people are going to start gaming daily close. If we propose like a separate, different mechanism, a different pricing mechanism, people are going to try and game that as well. And they're going to try and, like pump certain prices like closely towards the snapshot timing or whatever it is. Every single season is going to be potentially a new mechanism. And hopefully we will be able to kind of like ship a mechanism that won't be, that won't cause the cat and mouse game. But for the sake of transparency, we will, give a bit of thoughts on maybe like the early thoughts for season 2, and also like share a bit more about why we chose certain methodologies for season 1. So yeah.
Yeah, and another thing I want to know for season 2 is that like we have simplified it a bit by removing DMM V1 and focusing on people on fees only, so no more TVL points.
Absolutely.
The idea of season 2 and the idea of the retail stimulus package is that we want to encourage you guys in your journey to learn how to use Meteora. So we're going to explore different ways in season 2 to make sure that points go towards people who put in the time, the effort to learn about Meteora, to get better at it, and to scale up their fee generation.
Yep.
So that's like a big concept idea that we want to do for S2, which might lead to some more tweaks later on like whether certain actions and things have points.
Correct.
But as long as you put in the effort, put in the time, show up with the RP army, learn and get better, you will get your deserved points.
Absolutely. Some folks also have a couple of questions on season 2. Eurobus mentions like, have you thought about how long season 2 will be run? I think the focus for now will be more on TGE.
Yeah, so we're going to run season 2 for a while. I don't think it will be as long as season 1. And I have promised everyone multiple times that the ending date for season 2 and the TG date have no relation to each other.
Yeah.
We are independent shipping it. They might somehow link up, but we are independent shipping both of them.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. Some folks also have a couple of questions on whether the team has finished like reviewing the contributors form. We are in the final stages. I will probably need a couple more nights of a lack of sleep, but we are in the final stages of it. And I think one thing that I really owe you guys is, I've spoken about how that there's a lot of cases of potential impersonation attempts. People saying that, hey, I created this Telegram group and I onboarded like 10,000 people into this group, and it turns out the person that linked it, that linked their identity, it really wasn't that person at all, or it's someone that created some tweets or someone who created some videos. Turns out it's not that person. So we had to do a lot of kind of adjustments in terms of we had to be a bit more stringent in terms of the evaluation process, and so as long as there is a kind of like a verifiable chain of evidence linking either your Discord account or your linked Discord or X account to the Telegram group or the WhatsApp group or like the article that you've done, whatever it is, that will be very easy for us to evaluate. So just some points there. I will be giving a bit more. I will be writing a bit more about kind of some of the underrated people, some of the underrated creators and contributors that really have like shipped some amazing stuff. One person I would like to give like a huge shout out to is Jean Pom, who has created like an amazing extensive like Japanese kind of educational series on the DLMM. So big shout out to John Pom. Check it out if you haven't. And we're just gonna let me also look at a couple of more tokens, a couple of more comments from the comment section.
Do an amazing TG and then we talk about season 2.
Well said.
No. Expectations are important.
Fair enough.
My birthday is on 3rd November, Mr. Outtroy Insights. So let's hope it's not on my birthday.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thank you very much. We'll try to speed up the process, but we'll provide more updates in a bit.
Yeah. So, is that all we had in mind?
I think before that, just a quick shout out to Short Form King. Yeah, we're just trying out new formats, and hopefully this will kind of be a better switch up. We're just going to switch things up from the previous format, and hopefully this will be a much more comfortable setting as we talk about a lot more product related stuff and also community related stuff. As like a lot of things are kind of ramping up, like TG, like whatever discussions we have, like for the future of Meteora, and that's why we're doing this. Shall we?
Yeah. So we're done.
Let's move on to the next session. We actually have quite a bit to cover, but let's see if there's any final comments before we move on. What's that? Let me see.
Yeah.
We've covered things like.
So there's a summary of what we covered here. I'll just add 2 thoughts.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we have reached the next section, or the last session, which is the open questions and answer sessions. I hope you guys brought some hard questions for us, because with the exception of some proposal posters, I'm getting bored. I'm not actually bored, it's a joke.
Yeah. We have enough work. We have enough work on our plate. So we're just gonna go through some of the comments.
Okay.
We'll just have an open discussion. Any questions you have, any feedback you have, we're just gonna spend like the next, I say, 10-20 minutes addressing some of the questions.
Yeah, we'll just answer as much things as we can. Any special benefit for long-time utility provider? Yes. So in the retail stimulus package, we also have 2% of tokens for certain criteria. So one of the criteria that I've proposed that will likely make it to TGE is the long-term liquidity provider. If you provide liquidity, deposit and withdraw and manage your positions actively over a very long period,
yep.
I'm not going to say how long it is now, you will receive an airdrop. You receive a flat allocation.
More details will come closer towards, like the TGE date. So just so, we don't have any like inflated expectations as of now.
Yeah. Next question, more holders and distributions. Finalized tokenomics and vaccine and certainty supply, all those numbers will come out right before TGE. We are talking about it, and there's some proposals all over proposals of Meteora AG, including the one that you created, which I have read many times.
Oh, wow.
I read every one of them, and you can also read the ones that I've written to start to have an idea of what the team is thinking about.
Absolutely.
TGE this year. How do I answer this question? Way above 50% probability.
We are working to get TGE. We are working to be TGE ready.
Yeah.
Like we're working our asses off to be TGE ready. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you. And I don't know if you can see it from my face, but we are working our asses off to be TGE ready as soon as possible. I'm not going to give a complete complete timeline as of now. I'm just going to manage expectations here and say that we are working on it.
Yeah. A lot of people is asking about MET token, utility, governance, buyback mechanisms. I would like to say that
I don't know what we can say exactly, but there are a lot of ideas that definitely have been in discussion.
The purpose of the token will be to accelerate our objective of achieving our dream world, which is LP armies in the industry, democratizing access to assets and creation for the launch pads, for people trading pre-stocks, everything. The token will be a pivotal step towards achieving this objective. And TGE is sort of the day where we sort of align as a community on what's the objective and how do we get there and start walking down the journey. That's all I can say for now.
That is actually a very good way to put that.
But don't worry, it's my last sentence. Yeah.
Fair enough. But we've been echoing the same few kind of like philosophies, the broader philosophies, like LPing potentially as an industry. You've seen so many people pretty much have LPing as like their full-time job. You've got people who have, people who can LP wherever they want. We are pretty much democratizing what was previously like only reserved for traditional corporations, traditional like like funds that have to raise millions of dollars. Anyone can now do it with a wallet, with a mobile phone, and the Met token will then be used to kind of just support that.
It's going to be a very big part of how we coordinate, how we work together, how we bring channel value to each other to get there, to get to our goal. And
absolutely,
we can't say too much now, as everyone sort of knows. And yeah, so in the past, I used to like saying this sentence, build something worth decentralizing. Because the in thing in the past was to be decentralized and have a DAO and have a public program. While right now, I think my sentence would be build something worth having a flywheel. Because if you accelerate nothing, a flywheel will not save you.
Absolutely. Go through some of the comments again. Some questions about the Met utility. Let's go through some other questions as well.
Is there any new update you are working on the Met side? H.meteora.ag, zap out, meteora.ag/pools, LP Army bounty. Future ideas, code only fees or DRM, and VAULT.
Absolutely. And I want to pick up this question from Short Form King. TGE aside for a second, was it cool to see Kanye use Meteora Tech to launch? How do you feel about waking up to this?
Yeah, let's talk about Kanye for a moment. The entire Meteora team had absolutely no idea it was going to happen. And we woke up today morning and it happened. And the proud moment from us is that it happened without our involvement at all, which starts to show the maturity of our platform and the technology.
Absolutely.
Which is something that we were happy to see. And I think the LP Army made a lot of money today, such as the amazing guy who made $80,000 on one soul.
I don't know if you've seen it, but that is incredible. Like, so I don't know the exact context of what happened, but big shout out to Scrouts in the LP Army Discord server. And I don't know exactly why his name is Bum Hunter on X, but whatever it is, he saw an early opportunity, and from that he created a DMM V2 pool, and he created it fairly early on. He said within the next 10 seconds, the next number he saw was like 50K. And it was just, what do you say to that? That's like a very smart LP who understands how to operate and how to use Meteora Tech. That's the kind of possibilities that you can unlock. So incredible stuff by Scrouts/Bum Hunter. I hope you do something amazing. I hope you enjoy the
I was happier to see that tweet than I was when I saw the chain tweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see that the LP Army was winning. Obviously, amazing stuff that we were like the chosen kind of the chosen DEX, the chosen AMM for the Kanye launch. But again, it was even more amazing to see the LP Army winning. Regardless of whichever the token launches. I think that is something that we would love to kind of build more towards, seeing more of our LP Army win using the Meteora Tech. So amazing stuff from Scrouts.
Yeah. D-Soul's question, can you give people a reason why they shouldn't sell the Agile allocation? I think one thing that we have to align on right now is that like Meteora is trying to launch protocol with a lot of stakeholders. There's the mature stakeholders and everything. And despite all our best efforts, when we announce the token and when we do it, there's going to be a lot of people who's going to receive the airdrop, who rightfully deserves it, but are no longer aligned or feel excited about the mission. I think that for TGE, my job is to communicate the vision and mission as clear as possible to all you guys. Yep. And it's up to you guys to choose whether you want to be part of this mission or not. Everything that we design for TGE is built around that. Which such as the things I almost reviewed, but I'm happy to review in the next when it's time. And yeah, so I'm not going to give you a reason to leave. I'm going to share the story and share the mission, and I will extend a hand for you to join us.
Absolutely, and this pretty much is echoed by Hector. Met is pretty much the pillar for long-time vision. Let's see. Again, just a quick reminder, anyone who has any questions or any feedback, any suggestions for the team, just drop it in the chat and we will address it right now.
Yeah, we will answer all of them, even the ones that people will think we don't answer. Like, okay, when TG, when official airdrop checker, when allocation checker drop the TG date. I know it's frustrating. I know it feels like we've been doing this for a while, but we have not stopped in preparing for it. So we'll continue preparing, and when it's time, it will be time.
When it's time, during one of the community calls, Soju is just gonna write the date on the whiteboard. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that. But
one day, maybe we'll announce it like that. Just because of this joke.
Yeah. We might do it.
Can you guys add stop loss function for when token drop 80% or RUT? I mentioned some stuff earlier on that we are researching. So to answer the question, we are actively researching things that will work for situations like this.
Yep.
And one example would be the code-only fees for DRMM, which is your fees for DRMM will always be in SOL and they will not be in a token. So you can focus on earning fees, and the fees that you've already earned will stay in SOL. So that's safe. We're going to research other things to help you, and it will come out hopefully in the next 1 or 2 months. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna, let's see, a very special guest has just entered the studio. And I'm gonna bring our very own heavy metal cook up on stage. HMC, how are you, brother?
What's going on, man?
How are you? Illegal. Guns are illegal in Singapore.
Yeah. Well, oh my God. I can walk down the street with these here. Man, what's going on, man? I just got here. Meetings are rugging me, but I caught a little bit. Y'all are answering questions. This is cool. I like this format.
Absolutely. HMC, have you tried out the new zap out function on h.meteora.ag?
I did, and it was like super smooth. It just worked.
Got you. No immediate bugs or anything that we need to fix at the moment, right?
I didn't see any. I mean, I only did one, but I had an old position that wasn't really doing anything, and I said, "Let me try it," and it worked flawlessly for me. So, good job, guys.
Gotcha.
I'll keep testing it. Yeah, I'll keep testing it.
Yeah, HSC means so much alpha.
Yeah,
absolutely. You're gonna have to watch the recording then.
Yeah,
I will definitely.
But yeah, I hope you guys like this format. Just us here chewing, talking about stuff we've been up to, and then hearing the community's questions.
Absolutely. Any questions you have, we will just be here. We'll be here.
Yeah. So Flowcaster is asking again about bundling wallets together. While I understand the idea where you can bundle wallets together, which makes you qualify for the long-term liquidity providers and stuff like that, unfortunately, we have no plans of bundling wallets together right now. And I will still stand by the fact that the airdrop is heavily linear, which is most of the points. You don't get a fixed amount of MET per point. So a bundle of wallets together will not change the amount of MET you get. And the act of linking the wallets together is actually as painful as the act of claiming multiple wallets, which is somehow something that I don't know why everyone forgets. But that's my thought so far. So that's still where I am on the idea of bundling wallets.
That's a good point. And it also seems like StreamYard is pretty much rugging me of some of the comments. It seems that some of them are missing from X or from
YouTube. So I have X open and here StreamYard open. So good that I'm catching more of them.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, I had one. How is Meteora planning to combat RUT tokens? So it's not our job to combat RUT tokens. It's our job to keep you safe from them. So you can see in the past 2 weeks, we've shipped safety features such as the organic straw. We've redone the search engine to make sure that we show you the right coin. We've done a lot of things. The next thing that we are working on, which we should be shipping relatively soon, is filters, which is it will allow you the ability to filter certain criteria that fits your personal preferences, and you won't see pools that don't fit those criteria anymore. You can remove all the pools that has tokens with freeze authority, for example, and you don't have to worry about them. You're gonna start to see our platform evolve to be a bit more like a trading terminal, but instead of trading, it's LP as we bring those same safety features to you.
Damn, that is alpha.
Yeah, so we're not here to stop RUT tokens, we're here to keep you safe from them, and we'll keep working on them. We keep working on it.
Absolutely, that's amazing stuff. Free Soul Dev says filters are very nice. I think that's a good suggestion as well. We'll bring that back to the team. Some other comments, some other product related suggestions as well. Brawley says, so we have Zap Out coming, which is legit. is it possible to have a Zap in feature? If I'm not wrong, the engineering team is also working on that, trying to research the possibilities of Zap in as well. We will keep you updated throughout the different stages. Like right now, Zap out is currently on h.meteora.ag, fairly in the early stage still. So any feedback you have, anything that's not working at all, let us know immediately and we'll fix it.
Yeah. So the next question is, will you be releasing any information that shows your overall points ranking relative to your peers? Once I'm done filtering out all the and financing all the appeals and pools over the next few days, I will publish another post that breaks down the total number of points, breaks down the number of users with above X number of points, and that will sort of be that thing for you. And I know I promised to do this last week or something, but I realized that it's going to keep changing, so I might as well get it done and over with before doing this. So this will be out soon. Yeah. Anything for compromised wallets? Okay, so for compromised wallets, right now our plan is for you to be able to sign the allocation array when you see your allocation. And we're going to figure out after TG how to find the right person for it or what, which will then be a very long and painful process.
It is a fairly complex process.
Yeah.
But we will understand.
I think we'll give you the ability to sign it away, which is say I'm compromised. Please do not send the tokens to this wallet.
Absolutely, absolutely. Filter features.
Use the filters are quite.
The filters are fairly popular actually.
Yeah. There's really been too many ruts. When TG,
Hopefully,
you can scroll back sometime and see my last response.
Correct. And also, there was a...
Consider adding small leverage to LP. Yeah, so Modu is asking whether we have considered adding small leverage to LP. Not right now, but we have ongoing partnerships with people that will let you borrow against LP positions, which will sort of work like this. So my thinking about leverage for LP is that I want to do it for DMM V2 because of the NFT position and because of a quote-only fee. So the quote-only fee will sort of pay down the leverage. So you can deploy a position, forget about it, and then the leverage will claim the fees from the position and pay down the loan over time. Sort of a self-repaying LP position.
Interesting.
This idea, I have thrown it out there a long time ago and it's a bit difficult to build. So we may or may not see it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Going through any more questions. We might take a few more before we decide to call it a session.
How do we get into contact with Meteora regarding building out some fun gamified layer on top? Just drop me a DM on X, 0x Yeah.
Absolutely.
When Meteora land, when Meteora is so successful that we acquire Jupiter and we rename Jupiter land to Meteora land.
Fair enough. That's one way to do it. Any more questions coming in, guys?
Yeah, Futasta, I saw a message and I'll take that into consideration. Let's do it. Yeah, so I hope this is fun. We'll try this maybe one more time next week. Yeah, post a tweet. Let us know what you think about this format on Twitter. Let us know whether we should do it again.
So we've been experimenting last week with the same format, the same setup, but it was on Discord. So it was in the form of a Discord town hall. A lot of our fairly active LPs or power users are all pretty much like natively on Discord, and they're spending a lot of time on Discord. So we tried that out. I think it went pretty well last week.
Yeah, it went well.
And this is pretty fun as well. So whichever kind of setup you prefer, whichever channels you prefer. If you prefer to do it on Discord, let us know. If you prefer to just keep everything on StreamYard as is on X and on YouTube as well, let us know what you prefer.
Great format. Yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's like we spend more time diving into the behind the scenes and asking the question of the things we ship.
Correct. And the intern doesn't have to do a deck of slides.
Yeah, I don't have to work on slides. Yes.
I think that's a really good plus point. Shout out to the intern. It's just me. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But this is a great format, and I think we will continue to experiment with different formats and see what is the best format both for you guys and possibly like for the team as well, especially when we're managing certain things like like shipping the product updates, mentioning things like I don't know, new community updates as well. So more changes to come probably very soon. But I think we'll stay put with this for now.
Yeah, fun stuff. The best format. I'm glad people like it. Because this is the format that I intend to do most of the TG communications in.
Yeah, so what this is a warm-up.
This is a warm-up.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Soon we're probably going to have like 2-hour sessions where just like the two of us just answering as many questions as possible, leading up towards TG.
If it's daytime, you will see, if it's morning, you'll see coffee. If it's afternoon, you'll see bubble tea. If it's at night, you'll see beer on the table.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely, very well
But
said,
yeah.
Starseed. Soju's fade looking. Could you like look that side, please? Ooh, look at that. Soju's fade looking spicy.
Yes,
as well.
I cut my hair yesterday.
Absolutely. We probably need like another haircut before TG. I'm due for a haircut. You might see next week. Who knows?
Yeah. When will the short sleeves be shipped? What? Should I wear like sleeveless?
Yeah, Poseidon says, when will the short sleeves be shipped? I'm not too sure if you have any offer on merch, but if you need, if there's anything that on the merch side of things, any ideas that you have, I'm gonna bring up Mario on stage as well. If you have any ideas for Meteora merch, for LP Army merch, bug this man, Mario. Bug him.
Yes, please. Thank you, Meir. We're on the topic of merch. We're working on some plushies, which we're hoping to finalize the design next week. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to work heavily on getting finally the LP Army merch out within a few weeks. So you guys will be able to win it by participating in Discord challenges, by engaging, using your points from EngageBot, and so on. So if you have any ideas, feel free to hit me up.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys are not running Yap's campaign. Well, Title Team is a good friend. I spend time with them a lot. They are a great team.
Yeah.
But I have noted the community's somehow consistent dislike for Yaps.
So an alternative is making me read through all of your tweets.
I was about to say, so Meir will read everything by himself. Yes. Good job.
Fair enough. That's the best alternative we had. So
I'll take it. Sounds good to me.
But yeah, heavy crew neck with just a simple Meteora on the bottom left hip. All of the ideas for merch are coming already.
Yeah, I actually, by the way, guys, I have an independent effort to get merch separate from them. So I have my own merch and he has his own merch.
We are cooking.
And we will vote to see whose merch is nicer. And if you don't vote for mine, there'll be no TGE. So you know what to do when you see the vote.
Soju's merch is just going to be the best merch ever. Chief says we're going to have a DLMM themed floor rug that is going to be very on brand for some of the folks.
Give me a massive hoodie. Stop giving Soju ideas.
Fair enough. All right. This has been a fairly fun session. I'm just going to bring up some of the folks on the studio as well. Mario is now on stage, Otto, Alex, and HMC as well. If you guys have any final thoughts for the people, what do you guys think of the new format? What do you guys think of what's happening across the week? Give us your thoughts.
I love the new format. I like the back and forth. I guess you asked people to come up with hard questions. I was wondering if there's any thought about sharing a little bit more metrics about Meteora and like how the goals have shifted over time. It used to be number one, and now we're kind of creating a new industry. So how do we measure that success or failure or progress?
Ooh, that's an excellent question.
That's a very good question.
So on metrics, we are working with Blockworks right now to have a financial industry grade dashboard, which you can see on Blockworks website.
Yep.
It's still in testing. You can go and see the dashboard now, but I don't stand by all the numbers because it's still in testing and we are making sure
fairly early,
that is correct. What you are probably going to end up seeing is we're going to end up seeing us shipping our manifesto for MET, the token and the company, which will also come with its corresponding like key KPIs for each part of Meteora. So what I can say now is that like I have internally, I look at two numbers. I look at the amount of money that LP Army has made every day. So how much money did all you guys make today? I look at that number. And the second number I look at is the revenue we generate for the launchpad side of the business. So these are the two numbers I closely monitor. And the way we grow these numbers are growing the LP Army, growing Meteora Collective, growing Meteora the platform, and all the numbers go up together. Yeah,
correct. And in the process, hopefully with more dashboards, we'll have more visibility on these numbers as well. So hopefully that will kind of give you guys like more clarity, more visibility on our progress as we go.
Yeah, hope that's helpful.
That's really helpful. Yeah, thank you. And I like how the fees are still aligned with those metrics and what you're looking at every day. That makes a lot of sense. Sorry to take up the mic, but just one more. Have there been any good suggestions for syncs for Met? So obviously there's going to be a lot of Met floating around. In the past, it was clear that major market makers kind of don't put much value on those types of tokens because we ran the best points program in the world because people don't care about the points. They're making money without it. But it is gravy, and a lot of the people that are going to be holding a lot of Met are going to be thinking of it as a liquidity event. Have there been any great kind of off the wall ideas yet that you can share about syncs for Met? In other words, where to put it?
Yeah. Well, excellent question as always. I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna say is that like when I first joined Meteora, I didn't know what to do after TGE, and I think I was in that state for a while. But right now, I am crystal clear on what to do after TGE. But what's very important to me for the TGE and the first 1 week or even 2 weeks is to be very aligned with the people who are here. I don't want to create a sync where the people who don't want to be aligned with us can just throw their tokens in. But I want to make sure that the people who are still holding and still aligned with us after the first 1 or 2 weeks is aligned with us. And the way I intend to do that is I intend to TGE in a way that's as open and transparent as possible and communicate and champion the mission of Met openly and align with the rest of the team. So we're all going to champion the same mission. And it's going to be up to everyone to choose whether to be part of it or not. And then we'll see what happens after that.
Absolutely.
Not the answer you wanted, but the answer I'm able to give now.
Fair. Thank you.
But I think the biggest difference from how I feel is that in the past, I didn't know, I was not sure, but now I'm quite sure.
There are different ideas that we have, and we will provide more details.
Yeah, when it's time.
Yeah, when the time comes.
It's awesome that you've had so much experience with these events now between Jupe, Sanctum, and gosh, going way back like Solend maybe, but like you're bringing all that to bear. It's pretty cool.
I'll do better this time. I'll do better. The nice thing about Meteora is that we have an excellent and vibrant and big community, the RP Army, and we have a much stronger business. These are two things that I don't see in other teams, maybe with the exception of Jupiter. So it's really down to us to make something out of it. And I think it will be.
LP Army.
LP Army. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the new format. It feels more like a conversation with the community.
Absolutely. And I absolutely love the green screen as well. HMC is bumping up the setup. So amazing stuff.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Are you working on another song?
What?
Are you working on a TGE song, HMC?
I hadn't planned on it, but I mean, I could probably think about that a bit. Make a sick video to go with it. Yeah.
That would be sick.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Right on.
Right. How are we feeling?
Let's try it.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We've had a great session, and I think we're going to continue with this format for time to come. And maybe we'll experiment with Discord, sometimes with X and on StreamYard. But hopefully we will get more, like, as we ramp up towards whatever that's happening for the future of Meteora, we can also have more conversations, more kind of intimate conversations with the community as well. And with that, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we will see you guys maybe next week, potentially.
Yeah, next week. See you guys next week.
Take care, guys.